There's so much to watch right now. We are really eating good. Peak TV. If The Boys does stick the landing after 5 seasons, it will be a historic achievement.
You can't redeem Homelander. There is no way you can redeem Homelander.
And so you could totally imagine a finale that allows Homelander to reign triumphant.
Also, there's not a lot of A-Train in that trailer, and I think A-Train's gonna die.
Butcher's not gonna survive.
Butcher, I would put down as dying.
It's gonna be Daredevil Born Again Season 2. I like that spot better than all the first season. I can't wait to see it.
Are all the rich people still in his basement?
I just think if you're gonna call the show Lantern and you're gonna use Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, you have to give us some kind of effects. And maybe the second trailer will do that.
I would love a Beef Season 3. Keep it going, just as you do Rian Johnson's Mysteries. Like you keep doing White Lotus. I love that we're gonna keep doing beefs with different celebrities.
Please don't actually make bets based off of New Rockstars plot predictions. I gambled away my son's college fund because you said Mephisto was gonna be in Armor Wars. Welcome back to New Rockstars. How will The Boys end? Does Daredevil Born Again with its sexy, childish Gambino marketing have any chance in contesting The Boys as the violent superhero show we're all gonna care about this spring? Where's the green in Lanterns? And is the real question we should be asking, where's the beef? The show whose second season on Netflix might be the best of all of these.
Yes, we're gonna take a look at these trailers and talk about them here this week on this episode of Sneak Peek, hosted by Erik, Voss, and Jessica Clemons.
Hey Jess, I'm so excited to look at these trailers with you. We had a lot of fun, just kind of oh yeah, this is coming type trailers this week.
So many shows this year. I mean, we've talked about this again a lot of times, how January is usually a slow month. We got The Pit and we got a bunch of other shows. And now I'm like, oh yeah, I forget that in spring we're getting 3 more shows.
Yeah.
And then in summer we're getting 4 shows. We're getting so many shows compared to the amount of movies I'm seeing. I'm confused.
Yeah. From Daredevil Born Again, The Boys, Invincible, Maul Shadow Lord.
Yeah.
We're going to also have Euphoria. We're going to have, and it's The Boys' final season, which is huge. The Pit's still going to be going on. Monarch is still going on. Paradise is still going on. And then we also have now Beef is going to be coming on Netflix. So we're going to be eating good, depending on what exact diet you want. We're really at the golden corral of content this April.
It is true. That is true.
Wow. Okay, so we're going to react to 4 trailers here. The first trailer we're going to look at is the final trailer for The Boys' final season. The Boys' final season begins April 8th on Prime Video on Amazon. And we're going to react to this trailer. You ready for this?
Yeah, dude.
My power is absolute.
Okay, settle down.
At heights no one's even dreamed of. But I have a bigger destiny.
It's right there in the cross.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to work, yeah?
Oh, it's the
We
puppy.
think that Homelander's looking for the V1.
It's Voss' first iteration.
That shark's
of
gonna
Paulo
die
Bianca.
immediately. Oh, my baby.
I need you, Father. Did you fuck me?
Oh, okay.
No. Then what the fuck is this?
Not necessary.
For my ascension.
That's beta male shit, bro. What, am I right?
That's us. That's us.
That's us. You're always saying
Black
that.
Noir, you are the deep. Oh, she's been missing. Oh! Aw, I love Jesse T. Usher.
You talk.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
I took a picture with her at Comic-Con.
Yeah.
I had to pay a lot of money for it.
This show looks so good. This final season, man, I'm super excited to watch it. So Jessica's going to be breaking down all the episodes of the final season. Jess is our resident Boys Gen V expert here at New Rockstars. What are you most looking forward to with this final season?
All the perverse. All the perverse. I don't know. It's nerve-wracking. We know that they're getting Vault Rising, the prequel series, which is going to just talk more about Godolkin and all the drugs that he was making and how he was trying to make them. That's why I think they're bringing back Vought 1 in this case. But I do think it even hiccups and ripples a lot of Vault Rising's prequel to be like, oh, there is one drug I made that could technically make a superhero immortal.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go back to the teaser trailer where we saw the needle in the background. So we're like, okay, is it the poisonous needle that's going to kill him and all the other soups? Or is that the needle that's just going to make him a god? Oh, God. I don't know. So I guess it's just, I want to see. I don't think Homelander's going to die. I don't think they're going to kill him. And I want to see how it goes.
Here's the thing. Here's what's so great about The Boys. It's a universe where the bad guys win.
Yeah, all the time.
Like that's
Every
the
single
point
time.
they're making with the show. This isn't like a redemption plot. It's not a show that has like an innate soul of this universe.
Yeah.
It is a show that points out how cynical and soulless this world is. And so you could totally imagine a finale that allows Homelander to reign triumphant. It's so interesting to see him in the Oval Office at the end of this trailer, because earlier in this series, I was like, the worst thing that could happen is Homelander's president. No, like he's just him already existing makes him also being the political leader kind of a joke. So him laughing behind the Resolute desk, I think is like a perfect image. The idea of him being a god who can never be killed, who just reigns over all eras of humanity until this planet just implodes, and even then he's still alive to wreak havoc on some other future planet like a Viltrumite would. It's just horrifying. It is horrifying.
I think they just, I don't know, somehow they're gonna, I don't know. Me thinking that they're not gonna kill him is just like the drama. But it's like maybe they remove him of his powers. You can't redeem Homelander. There is no way you can redeem Homelander. I feel like some people were having a hard time redeeming A-Train, because A-Train was still a bad person at the beginning, but it like, the hurdles that A-Train had to overcome, I personally was like, that's where my redemption was for A-Train. But some people still don't like him. And a lot of people will never like the new Black Noir because he's a psychopath, and no one will ever like the Deep because he's a rapist. So it's like, I don't know how, even there's nothing you can do for him that will make him look good in this show other than killing him. But it doesn't look like that. Also, there's not a lot of A-Train in that trailer. And I think A-Train's gonna die.
Yeah, he shows up at the very end. And there's one other shot, I think, where we see him. But I think that one epic looking slow motion shot, doesn't it look like that could be a sprint to death?
Yeah, and then on top of that, the way they have only the parts, so it's like, oh, he's hugging Starlight. Oh my God, they're friends now. And I'm like, this is because it's his final goodbye. The last time we we saw him in Gen V at the very end. He's like, come on, we're on the right side of history now. But before that, he was trying to get what's her name on the team with her. And she was like, I can't leave. And she took the drug. We didn't see what happened. We're seeing her in this trailer licking David Diggs' face, who's also playing like a megachurch guy who in the comics was a pedophile. So I don't know what I'm going to think about him here. But it's like, okay, so A-Train lost her. They're still hunting him. He has to keep running in order for Homelander to not find him, and the other supes that are just as fast as him to find him. I think he's gonna die taking out Soulja Boy.
Oh, okay.
I think they're both gonna end up dying together. I think you have to. We're getting to the season. There's really quick in that scene. Butcher's taking out someone in the ceiling, and I'm like, oh, I think they're just gonna start killing all the supes.
Yeah.
Like they're one for one every time.
Yeah, I do think that's going to be what happens, because, like, it's hard when you end a 5-season series. There's a lot of pressure on that. Even a show as good and almost like they make it seem almost easy how good this show is, because it seems inevitable. That's the word I use to describe shows that just are so good that it's like, oh, of course this is where the plot would go. Breaking Bad has that kind of vibe to it.
And the plus side, the show is mapping our current
it's
so
mapping
it's
our
current
easier world, and obviously it has the roadmap of the comics to follow, but I do think that this could be a show that that changes enough of the world by killing enough of the supes off, but just leaves Homelander alive alone, and that's the way the world ends, or that's the way at least his world ends. I would be shocked if this show did kill Homelander by the end. Like, yeah. I just don't see it happening. I think the show would just like feel like it betrayed its own ultimate message about this world. It's
so unfortunate, because it's like, oh, if someone does kill Homelander, it has to be like, in my opinion, Starlight. I'm like, it has to be her that does it, but I don't think she's gonna want to. Or not Starlight, Butcher. It has to be Butcher, but I think Butcher's gonna be like, I can't last minute or something.
So not Ryan?
I think Ryan's also gonna die.
Not Soulja Boy? Okay.
Not Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy clearly is okay with his son being back after he said the incest bit. I don't think it's gonna be Ryan. I feel like for the audience, it has to be Butcher. Like since season 1, Butcher has been after this man and has lost every single time. And then finally, here it is, 1v1. Let's go. It has to be those two. But Butcher's also dying. I think people are forgetting that Butcher, after he injected himself with that V, and he already had cancer. Or no, I don't think he had. I think it just made his it sped him up, so he is dying. I think he's supposed to die by the end of this.
Yeah, I don't see a world where he walks away from this.
He has like
Take that to Kalshi and Parley Market. Butcher's not going to survive.
Butcher, I would put down as dying.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put Butcher and A-Train. I think are dying. Unfortunately.
Please don't actually make bets based off of new Rockstars plot predictions.
Oh my God!
If you've watched more than 4 of our videos, you know that'd be a dumb idea.
That'd be so crazy because then you get mad at us.
Yeah, I know.
Get mad at us, and I didn't do it.
I gambled away my son's college fund because you said Mephisto was gonna be in Armor Wars, and there was no Armor Wars.
I'd be like, first off, why did you do that to your son? Why did you do that to your son?
Why'd you set up a college fund? Make him go into a trade.
Dude, the army's
Make
calling.
him a YouTuber. You don't need a college degree to be a YouTuber. I do. Let's talk about this for a second. When was the last time a multi-season show stuck the landing? That's this popular.
That's rare.
Pretty rare. I think I feel pretty confident that the boys will stick the landing because it's been the same creative team, and they have proven me wrong before. They've always zigged in the right way and zagged in the right way. There's a lot of room for error. I think there's a couple different. Often shows where you're like, it has to end this way, where they paint themselves into a corner, is where they kind of botch the ending. This show, it could end in 6 or 7 different ways, and I think I'll still be happy.
I think that's the the plus side of having so many different characters, and then having the Gen V kids come in and get involved, and then we're also remembering that there's a prequel series. There was also supposed to be Vought, New Mexico. There was also supposed to be the this other show. There's so many different areas in which this is going. So I do think they said I don't know, I don't want to hold them fully accountable for this, but allegedly they said that they always were only going to do 5 seasons. So I assume as the writers, Erik Kripke was like, when we hired everyone, the woman that plays Starlight, I forget her name, what's her name? Erin Moriarty. She said that we knew we were going to end at season 5. Okay. And I was like, okay, so you guys already had a strategy in place. And it does feel a little coherent, a linear, all their storylines. Sometimes some seasons it gets a little too crazy. But for the most part, I'm like, yeah, they've been going on the steady same slope of let's make sure Vought owns the world.
Yeah.
And they haven't really gone off those wrecks or off those railroad tracks.
Yeah, I'm, and a lot of you might say, well, Loki had a perfect ending. We're not talking about 2 seasons. I need a show 5. That's been at least 4 seasons. I think Ozark had a pretty good ending. Better Call Saul had a perfect ending. But it's also Vince Gilligan using the same kind of, he knows how it's a prequel series, how it could tie in. And also Better Call Saul was nowhere near as popular as The Boys is. Stranger Things. A lot of people felt that was a botched ending or too controversial to say it was a perfect ending. Yeah. Obviously Game of Thrones has been accused of this. Lost. Breaking Bad, Breaking Bad, I think is the last time where everyone loved that ending. I also I really did like Sopranos. I think Sopranos ending is perfect. I also think Lost's ending is perfect, but I'll die on that hill. I think The Leftovers had multiple seasons, and I thought The Leftovers ended pretty perfect.
Didn't The
Good Place? The Americans.
Yeah.
The Americans has a great ending. Yeah,
but those are also, not to put them in a different tier, I'm like, that feels like prestige TV to me. All these, and then this is just a fandom IP. This is just The Boys,
right? A superhero
which I was like, I'm
show,
surprised. Yeah. I'm more surprised at that. I'm like, a superhero show went 5 seasons. Let's see you stick this landing. Yeah,
a huge, big genre pop culture IP. Last time it had that great of an ending. I mean, Breaking Bad started in prestige and became a huge pop culture phenomenon. So maybe 100%. Breaking Bad was the last time.
I'd argue for Breaking Bad in that case.
Yeah. Too. So I can't think of any other. A lot of you are probably screaming at your TV.
Did you watch Homeland?
Yeah, Homeland. Homeland started out real strong.
Yeah, I didn't finish it.
Yeah, I don't want to. I think Homeland's final season was fine, but it just. It shifted. And it's what's hard is a lot of you might say, it had a dip season, but then it caught itself again. It's you could argue that for Stranger Things. Stranger Things' 4th season was so good.
It was good.
5th season, mixed bag. Yeah. So I can't think of another example of a show. Brian,
and again, it has to have more than 2 seasons.
Yeah, more than 2
seasons. I was about
to
say, I don't know. It got a little crunchy towards the end for me, in my opinion, on Veep. But I liked Veep. I don't think it was 2 seasons. I think it was 3.
I thought Veep. I think honestly, maybe The Good Place is up there for me. I think The Good Place just got better and better and better, and by the end, The Good Place finale. But I don't know if The Good Place was ever as huge. It was a comedy. It was a high concept comedy, as opposed to an hour long fan IP thing that people go buy shirts at Hot Topic for.
Well, it's funny because again, we're used to like these big IPs being movies more than they are television shows.
Yeah.
I do think The Boys did break the mold on that. In the funniest and cutest and saddest way, I see so many people tweeting after this trailer and being like, I wasn't even out of high school when The Boys started, and now look at, and I was like, damn. It's that old for
you.
Are you legally allowed to be on the
We started in
internet?
2019.
2019.
It was only 7 years ago.
But still, I'm like, yeah, I guess you went through out of college with it. It's like BoJack Horseman to me, where it started in, and same with Rick and Morty. It started when I was in college, and now I'm like, look at how fucking far Rick and Morty has gone.
Yeah.
Like, will they stick the landing? Rick and Morty's gonna have like
Rick
40
and Morty's
seasons.
never gonna end. Never gonna end. In the same way that
Rick-
like Walking Dead hasn't had a definitive ending. It's
Same
kind of
with,
spun
like-
off into other.
That's true. Oh my god.
So
yeah.
will The Boys even be considered an ending if we still have spin-offs
That's
like
true.
Gen V, you know?
I think we could because the other shows have nothing to do with The Boys.
Yeah, Butcher's story is really the story of The Boys.
and
I
then
think.
Gen V is more about the kids in school, which we still don't know if it's been renewed for a third season. I haven't heard anything about it.
They have to.
Dude, Erik Kripke's been constantly online saying, hopefully we do. And I'm like, how have you not heard yet? I feel like we should have heard yet by now.
It's Prime Video's most valuable franchise. This
Well,
Boys
they got
universe.
they have Vought Rising already.
Yeah,
they
so
just
maybe-
finished shooting on or they're going to reportedly stop shooting March 14th.
Okay.
They'll wrap shooting. So it's like, because again, they had like 3 other shows that haven't come off the ground yet. And they're like, yeah, we're hoping this one gets renewed and these 2 get produced. But right now we just have Vought Rising. And Vought Rising's completely different.
Let's see. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s finale
I didn't
mostly
finish
wrapped
it.
up a lot of stuff, but Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just went in so many odd directions in some of those later seasons, really in the middle seasons. The final season was pretty good, but it didn't have the kind of like epic, like, perfect the way the Breaking Bad finale did.
If Penguin was going on for more seasons, they could.
Yeah, we'll see with that. And then none of the Marvel Disney Plus stuff. No. The Mandalorian's final season was rough, and we didn't even know if that was the final season when we were watching it. And that was 3. So Ozark, I did really like Ozark's final season. I
didn't finish it.
Yeah,
it stressed me out.
It's good. Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering any others.
Someone's gonna be in the comments telling us IP, because I genuinely am like, you'll probably tell. Once you just said, not Gotham, you said the other Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot. There's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't think Jessica Jones stuck. I also don't think Jessica Jones was prepared to be ending. They were like kind of like, oh, hopefully. Same with Daredevil. I don't think they were prepared to be ending. Yeah, and also Gotham was not a good show.
So if The Boys does stick the landing after 5 seasons, it will be a historic achievement. Because most of the time in big IP shows like this, they don't. They get too big for their britches. The showrunner gets just too removed from what the core theme of the show is, and wants to make too many people happy with the finale and they try to avoid the mistakes of the past too much. So they overcorrect. That's what like the Stranger Things finale totally did. It overcorrected.
Yeah.
So I do think Erik Kripke just has a solid hold on this, and I think his team. I think everybody knows what the assignment is on this show.
They absolutely. Erik Kripke's like, oh, this is what's going on. Also, that trailer. I mean, maybe I'm a sucker for that trailer, but it looks like they spent way more money on it. The show as a whole, and it just looks really fucking good. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm a simp for the trailer. It looks too good. I feel like it can't be bad.
Yeah. And then flash forward 3 months later.
And then for some reason, the Deeps podcast is 90% of it. And I'm like, okay, turn this shit off. That shark is going to die. I guarantee that you can bet on. I can guarantee that. There has never been a thing that Deep has rode on, like any animal that he's ridden on has survived. They always die. The whale, the dolphin, the octopus. He didn't ride in on it.
That poor dolphin in the straps. I'll never forget that.
The amount of octopuses that he's killed. He's eaten one. He's murdered Tilda Swinton octopus. He just like keeps killing. He kills more animals than he actually saves.
Yeah. So in a month, April 8th, you'll be able to see Jessica's breakdown of the first couple episodes of The Boys here on the new Rockstars channel. But also during the month of April, and a couple weeks before that, there's going to be another bloody superhero show that we're all talking about. It's going to be Daredevil Born Again Season 2. And we got a new TV spot for that at the end of this week. Let's take a look at that TV spot.
This has gotten so out of hand.
Oh!
Can you stop him?
Not alone.
Oh, poor.
Whoa!
I'm gonna take this city back.
That was a great
Dex!
shot. Oh, those lights. The hallway. You
Should
can't
be
have.
tons of fun.
Oh, that was insane.
I gotta say.
Wait, play it again.
Play it again. Play that shit again.
30 seconds.
Another.
That shit's crazy. This is insane.
Can you stop him?
Ooh.
Damn.
It's so good. That song with this. Oh, he's boxing. That was a great edit.
That was really,
That was
really
a
good.
really good. That looks like a TikTok edit. It does not look
know.
like someone fucking. They probably did hire like a kid to do
That
it.
looks like a TikTok
It
edit.
looked like a
I love
badass
it.
one. I love a good, and well, that's also how Daredevil is always shot too. It's just like those fight scenes are like, let's see how long I can hold this camera on it. God, the lighting change.
The lighting shift. I mean, this is like.
Oh,
I really
that was good.
loved the teaser that had the Max Headroom stuff. It had a lot of
Yeah.
these shots in it, but just these 30 seconds using Childish Gambino's song again, it is like. God, I think I like that spot better than the first trailer.
I do too.
I like that spot better than all the first season.
That reassured me that this season's
Yeah.
gonna hit. That made me be like, ooh, I ain't gonna see any seams. It's gonna be seamless. It's gonna be seamless. That is fucking sick. And they're gonna start the episode with fights. They're gonna start because they don't have to pre anything. They're just like, remember, we gotta get in this right now. Kingpin boxing?
Kingpin, Mayor Kingpin doing celebrity boxing. For what reason? We'll find out.
Bored?
Ego mostly. I can't wait to see
Are
it.
all the rich people still in his basement?
Well, I think we do see.
We saw what's his name?
Swordsman?
Yeah.
Jacques Duquesne. He's there.
He got freed. Him and Punisher are the only two that escaped.
This is, I mean, Dex flipping the. This is gonna be good. I don't know. I still think Erik Kripke's writing team on The Boys is a strong group. I do think the team who's going to be working on Daredevil Born Again season 2 is mostly Benson and Moorhead's group and Dario Scartapon's group and Sana Amanat's group. I do think they know what they're doing, but they have more to prove to me than The Boys does.
Yeah.
The Boys, I was like, they can go 6 or 7 ways, I'll still be happy. This, I'm like, it can go one of 2 ways and I'll still be happy. And anything outside of that, I'm going to be like, okay.
It sucks because there's so much story there from the first season that I know they don't want to keep bringing in. Like Vanessa and the extra other. I think they want to put Vanessa and Kingpin back together. Right?
Yeah.
Does it feel like that? When you separate them, I don't like it. And this is good. This goes for everything. When you get a team show together and then you separate them immediately, I'm like, put them back together. Put them back together.
There are scenes with like Vanessa and Wilson getting couples therapy that felt like they cobbled together 2 different scenes, and they literally like Lindsay Lohan twinned together from Parent Trap. Like I'm like, were they even sitting on the same couch in this shot? That's how awkward
It
the
was
editing
weird.
and timing was, and acting in those scenes were. So hopefully we don't have to worry about that. There needs to be a whole book written about what exactly. I think maybe we care about that more than the rest of the viewers do, but
Is it?
about what exactly was part of the original draft, because Daredevil Born Again season 1 is like weird. It is weird, certain episodes, the way scenes and sequences are brought together. I think the fact that it's as good as it is a miracle. I think the editor of that season deserves a raise because it ultimately was pretty good, but overall kind of weird.
I mean, we knew some things, right? Wasn't Bullseye brought in after they redid the room?
I think so. I think the whole Bullseye stuff was
But it's
later.
like, okay, and you can't retroactively be like, let's cut all the other guy out.
No, yeah,
Because
yeah.
it was already like 5 episodes, but that's what they should have done. It
Yeah.
should have just been Bullseye. And now that it is just like Bullseye, like it's gonna be Daredevil going after Kingpin for sure, but Bullseye gonna keep like pulling him back.
No,
And it's,
yeah.
I'm gonna eat it up.
Jessica Jones looks great in this. Like, just it feels like we're gonna be on such a fun ride.
Yeah,
this season.
100. Is Punisher still in this?
We don't know.
Oh.
It's so weird. We don't know if John Bernthal, Frank Castle is gonna show up in this season, or if he's just gonna be in his one shot that's later this year.
And his part was kind of
That was one of the
Yeah.
awkwardly. The scene itself, great.
the fight at the end, great.
Other than get him, father.
Get him, Daddy.
Gonna
Your
try some
favorite
variants
part
of it.
that we haven't put on
Father,
t-shirts yet.
Get them, Father, I am a ghost boy who lives in your brain. I want you to kill everyone.
I want you to kill them,
Don't
Father.
ever stop moving to watch Wheel of Fortune. Get out there and kill someone on behalf of your fallen son.
God.
Kill them, Father.
Kill them, Father. I hate that. I hope that's not what's going on in his head. I hope he's just like, no, I love this girl.
That's what he said.
I love this girl.
Meanwhile, his daughter's like, Dad, you don't have to kill for me. But his son's like, get him, Daddy. Let's move on to another show that we broke down in a video this week. The trailer for Lanterns, the Green Lantern series on HBO. It's coming sometime in August. It's starring Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre. It's really kind of a True Detective, Yellowstone Western type show. Like they're trying to do it in the style of like Slow Horses and True Detective in like a Nebraska town. But a lot of people are saying there's not enough Green Lantern in this Lantern show. There isn't a lot of the color green. Let's watch this trailer and decide for ourselves.
With all due respect, we've been training for what, 2 months? And I haven't even worn the ring yet.
Okay, well, there's a little bit.
Don't get hung up on the jewelry, Junior. You're just a fucking substitute teacher. You're not ready to get up in front of the class till the ring says you are.
Kyle Chandler, the man you are.
What?
Oh, we saw a little bit of this, right? In the HBO tease.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the only part.
I could have died.
You want me to train you? I'm training you.
That's crazy. What is this, Evil Knievel?
Something is off here. I can feel it.
Oh, what the fuck?
This is my town.
I love her.
You're a big shot. Noted.
This is crazy.
But stay the fuck out of my way.
I think she hates your guts.
It's the way she hates them.
This is nuts. I'm eating.
The Green Lantern's oath.
Okay.
Hold on. There's a little tag.
Have you ever talked with the other Lanterns?
I'm the only human. They're aliens. One of them's a fucking squirrel.
How dare you refer to Chip that way?
Oh, first off, maybe it's because we've known this series is coming for so long, but I think we're, as fans, forgetting that they wanted to lean more into like the drama of it than actual being Green Lanterns.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, I'm not mad at all that I didn't see any green in the Green Lantern trailer, because I'm like, oh yeah, I remember them saying, not Mayor of Easton or Easttown or whatever, but it was something like of a drama that I was like, oh, that's what I'm getting here. And True Detective.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's what I'm getting here.
Yeah.
True Detective if superheroes existed. And I love that. That looks so good. I'm so into it.
It's exactly the kind of show that I love watching.
Yes.
But I understand people who want like a cinematic universe with superheroes in it and superpowers in it. Like, why would you do a Lantern show that seems so afraid of showing anything in the realm of superheroes? It does, I do have to admit, the trailer does often cut around any actual use of powers. Yeah. Like seeing the car go over the cliff, and then we cut to after. And you know he saved himself either by making a big Hot Wheels ramp or a big net or a big trampoline out of like using that power ring. But like they don't want to show us that in the trailer. And you have to, I don't care how True Detective you want to make it, you got to give us something.
Okay. So two things. One, they'll probably give it to us closer to August, not in March. That's one. Secondly, how often do you think, and this might piss people off, but how often do you think they're going to be using their powers in the show? I saw him just grab that man up against the wall and hit him a bunch of times. I'm like, there's a lot of things you don't have to do. You're a Green Lantern. You could just put out a fist out of your thing and punch him.
Also, what's kind of confusing is this is a scenario where any Green Lantern would never need to use his powers. A cuffed suspect who you're talking to, you are already strong enough to throw him across the room. Why do you need to hit him with your ring of power? Other than I think it's going to be subverted in a way, and he's going to make a big thing around him, a bubble that slowly condenses and scares him.
I think we already saw the sheriff that's like, this is my town. The last thing I think humanity wants is a bunch of sheriffs to come down and take my job.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I'm like, I like that it is True Detective-y, but I'm like, that's the part where I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see their powers because they probably can't use their powers, or like they can use it maybe amongst themselves or sometimes one time out of another on a blue moon. But I think most of the time when we see them in like public and outside around other people, they're like, we don't use it that often because people fucking hate us around here.
I just think they were selling this trailer to an audience who is not necessarily all the people who loved Peacemaker. They're selling this show to people who love Task, who love Mayor of Easttown, who love True Detective, and there's a lot of those people. So I think they're trying to widen the tent of the DCU and bring in more people who like other genres of TV from their HBO subscriptions. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. I just think if you're going to call the show Lanterns and you're going to use Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart and characters like Sinestro and hint at some kind of cosmic thing, you have to give us some kind of effects. And maybe the second trailer will do that. Maybe as you're right, maybe as we get closer to August, we'll get a trailer in
When did we
May.
see Mr. Incredible? Mr. Incredible.
Mr. Incredible?
Mr. Incredible. When we see
The
Mr.
Incredibles?
Incredible be Mr. Incredible.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I'm
Reed
saying?
Richards.
No, when we see Reed Richards actually be pulling himself.
Well, I think that was also a problem with that movie.
Yeah, I don't think it's like just because that trailer did it bad, I think other trailers will be like, yeah, we don't want to do it.
Well,
I
even
think
the
that's why
movie
you don't-
itself, the movie Fantastic Four itself hardly showed him
They
stretching.
might be only doing it as many times as we saw in the trailer when they pull up a
No.
ring. Like, if they're imagining getting 2 seasons, I also like the idea that maybe, if they are making this for an older audience that likes Task and those people, maybe like Clayface will be only for the horror weirdos, and this one will be for the kids, and this one will be for the girls, and maybe they genuinely just don't care to put that much power in it if they're giving it to like a 60-plus-year-old audience.
I also feel like I'm grateful to get a trailer this early. I didn't think we would see a trailer until May. So the fact that like I like this trailer enough to just I would watch this show even if it wasn't my job. Because I like Kyle Chandler. I like Aaron Pierre. I like Kelly MacDonald a lot. Garrett Dillahunt. Like the Ulrich Thompson, who's going to be Sinestro on this show. Like, I just looked at the cast. I'm like, I'm going to watch that show. Damon Lindelof, Mundy from Ozark is going to be the showrunner on it. Like, this is going to rock.
I'm gonna eat that show.
I will say also, like, we've seen this before. The first teaser for Peacemaker didn't really hint at how extreme that season would go. The teaser for Welcome to Derry had no Pennywise in it. Like, hardly any Pennywise in it. And then once we got that show on HBO, there was a lot of Pennywise in it. We were eating good. People who like that Stephen King world and the Pennywise that was created by Andy Muschietti, that take on the character, the Bill Skarsgård Pennywise. Yeah, you were eating good on that show. I'm not going to say that season was perfect. It had a lot of flaws in it, honestly, in the way the season went on. But I do think the season stuck the landing ultimately. And the marketing didn't necessarily sell the show that it was. And I think this trailer was a decently cut trailer. That sold us on the themes and the vibe of the show. Ultimately, though, if you're trying to electrify the DC fandom, this trailer, I can see how it did not do that.
Yeah, maybe they're not. They're promoting more about HBO than they are DC on it.
Yeah.
I'm like, go ahead, I guess.
Yeah. I think they could have done both. I think they could have done both with just like showing what happened to that car as it went over the cliff, or just like one example of either Hal or John using the power ring in a specific creative way that is also kind of cool. I mean, not to the extent of like what Guy Gardner did, but the Superman trailers did show him swatting over the tanks. And that's all you need. Just one shot of that somewhere, just to remind people the show will also have this.
Yeah, they're just not as cocky as that asshole is.
He's still the executive producer of this show.
Nathan Fillion or Guy Gardner?
Oh, I thought you were talking about James Gunn.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Why would
Well, James
you think I'm
Gunn's
talking about
got
James
some
Gunn being a
confidence
guy?
to him.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God. Go on to the next subject.
Let's go on to what may be my favorite show that comes out this quarter.
God.
The second season of Beef. So if you watched Beef season 1 on Netflix back in 2022?
It was
2023? I think it's 2023. Incredible show. About just road rage in Los Angeles and the crazy heightening that can happen when people cannot let go of their anger issues. Season 2 is almost taking an anthology approach where there's completely different characters, but it's a similar type of thing of what happens when some kind of little accidental overstep happens. And you get to see, I mean, Beef, what it ended up becoming was just like a critique of like social hierarchy and class structure in Los Angeles that I found to be fascinating.
Yeah.
Beef season 2, same team. And they're coming back with a whole other story. We should take a look at this trailer.
Our members, do you know why they pay so much to come here? Play golf.
Oh, so Oscar Isaac owns it?
The discretion.
Oh.
People need a place where they can feel safe.
Okay, we get it. Everyone loved it.
No, you don't get it. Show it again. Oh,
It's the
Charles.
land of make-believe.
Oh!
Yeah, him.
Do you not want to make-believe?
Insane.
Shit.
The camera, the shutter.
I love it. Yeah, it's coming April 16th. All these episodes are probably going to drop at the same time because it's
I hope.
Netflix.
Only because I'm addicted to this show.
So that shot, I described it as like a Wes Anderson runaway shot.
Yeah,
like you kind of see a similar shot in Hotel, the Grand Budapest Hotel, and you see it in all of his movies.
Yeah, I see Bill Murray immediately in my head going, and then running away the opposite direction.
So Lee Sung-jin is the showrunner on this show and the creator of it. His crew basically all moved on to Thunderbolts. So his editor, writer Joanna Kahlo, did a draft on Thunderbolts. Yeah, it is like, if you liked Thunderbolts, the reason why it was so good, it was made by the same people who made Beef. And this show from Oscar Isaac, Carey Mulligan, I will watch the two of them in anything.
Yeah.
In addition to Kaylee Spenny, Charles Melton, the guy from fucking
Parasite.
Parasite.
Dude, insane.
Like, honestly, doesn't it feel like a serialized version of what Parasite was in terms of like a social critique among the wealthy?
100%.
I don't know what this is about, but I love it.
I assume that Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan own the. I'm assuming.
Or they're very high-ranking members of this country
club.
club.
Said like they come to our country club. That's why I may be like, ooh. But also, Carey Mulligan and Oscar Isaac play roles constantly where both of them flip the fuck out.
Yeah.
And they go crazy. And I'm like, okay, that's probably what they're going to do here. And when I saw him holding that golf club, I was like, oh God.
Yep.
This is just going to, every episode is going to be Oscar Isaac screaming and Carey Mulligan crying and throwing things.
Yeah, I think Oscar Isaac and Carey Mulligan are both like, they work, or they're like the president, or they're the tennis pro or something at this country club. And then Charles Melton and Kaylee Spenny work there. Yeah. And then they oversee them in a very violent fight, and then think they saw something different. And then it just unravels from there.
Because that's the narration from Oscar Isaac. It's like, oh, discretion.
Yeah.
All these things, like, don't be giving away what I did.
Yep.
Also that shot of Carey Mulligan holding that child toy crying against a wall. It looks like she's in a hospital. So I'm like, what the fuck happened on your golf course to a child? Did they get eaten by an alligator? Sorry, that was the first thing that came to my mind. Jeez. But I'm so excited. That looks
I think it's gonna be a really, really fun show. This is like what
no, I was pointing because I was like, we get this and we get White Lotus. Like,
White Lotus next season.
They're different, but it's more so like, just keep giving us like different seasons, same shit. Not same shit, but like, I would love a Beef season 3. I'm probably keep it going, just as you do Ryan Johnson's fucking mysteries. Like you keep doing White Lotus. I love that. We're going to keep getting beefs with different celebrities, and the pairing, whoever did the casting, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And what, if you haven't seen Beef, I don't want to spoil it, but it's a show that like starts off like tense. It's kind of like, almost feels like a pretty grounded, it's like watching a better version of Paul Haggis's Crash at the beginning.
Oh God.
Like a good version
A good
of it.
version.
And then heightens from there to areas that you never would have expected, to the point of, by the end, it's like watching an episode of The Boys. That's how violent and insane it is. And that's where I think this season's gonna go too. There's gonna be other like horrific things that happen as we go on.
It reminds me of the first season of Beef, like The Bear, where they kind of give you characters to be like, oh yeah, they are crazy, and then you go, wait a minute, it makes sense. They're just having a hard time, and you guys keep pushing them in a corner, and then this is what's gonna happen with a very vulnerable, very easily, not easy, just a punching bag of a person.
Yeah,
they're gonna start taking it out on each other, because Beef became such a very emotional drive of the last 2 episodes, where you're like, oh shit. Also, I use the photo of what's her name pointing the gun at the phone from season 1 all the time in my memes. I'm always like. And I'm like, it's so good. I love Beef. Jesus Christ. All these shows are coming out in March and April, except for Lanterns is in August.
Yeah, Lanterns is coming out in August, but like in March and April, we're also gonna have Euphoria.
Yeah.
We're gonna have Maul Shadow Lord. We're gonna have Invincible. We're gonna have.
We don't have time.
We don't have time to watch all of it, and we won't be able to break down all of it.
Oh, well, we're not breaking down all of it.
No,
but then even like as just like normal human beings, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna have time to watch Euphoria as it comes out. I'm gonna get spoiled on it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I mean, Survivor. I've been watching final season
Oh,
of
yeah.
Survivor. Or not final. Might be final season for Jeff Probst. No, season 50. Like, there's so much to watch right now. We are really eating good. Peak TV.
Peak TV.
Peak
I
TV.
mean, right now, dude, I mean, the pit alone.
The
Good for
Pit,
them.
The Pit's still going to be coming out with new episodes during all this time. 15 episodes
When does
for
it
The Pit.
stop?
Never. The Pit, I believe, is at episode 9
Didn't
now.
it-
So we have
didn't-
6 more weeks of The Pit.
Didn't it sweep another award ceremony again?
Yeah, the SAGs. Yeah, or the Actor Awards. Yeah.
Ooh, I bet they get so irritated when they see the pit come in. They're like, God damn it.
Damn it.
The
Well,
pit is the new Breaking Bad.
Maybe you should shoot your shows in LA, all other productions. Get the hometown advantage. That's why The Pit wins all these things.
You think?
Because
Just
as
because
good as
they-
it is, you know, Severance is also really good. But Severance shoots in Canada. Shoot your stuff in LA.
Also,
and
I
you'll get
will-
all the people to vote for
I
it.
will add a lot of famous family people are in the pit. So I mean, you spread a word a little bit, and it's like, oh yeah, my son's in that. Let me get up. Let
You
me
know who
vote
else
for
is
that.
in The Pit? Raph.
Raph is in the pit.
Raph
I
showed
thought
up
you
in
were
the
gonna
pit.
say Kyle Chandler's daughter, because I was like, isn't Kyle Chandler's daughter in the pit?
Kaylee Spenny is in Beef. Isn't she Kyle Chandler's daughter? Yes.
Wait. That's the
No,
girl?
I'm thinking of what's her face from Alien Earth.
Alien Earth is Kyle Chandler's.
Sydney Chandler
Yes.
is Kyle Chandler's
Oh,
daughter.
yes.
You're thinking of Bryan Cranston's daughter is in the pit. But you wouldn't
So
know that.
many
She's
babies!
my favorite part of the
That's
pit.
what I've
She's so
heard,
good.
and I'm very proud. I'm so happy. I will never not be proud for Bryan Cranston. When I heard that she was a really good part of the pit, I was like, oh, thank God.
She's so good. I
Thank
mean, everyone
God.
on that show is good.
Yeah.
Everyone on that show is good.
Yeah, I heard.
So, yeah, there's a lot we are talking about. Of these 4 trailers, which one gets you the most excited for the thing?
I mean, I'm always excited for The Boys over everything. I will say pleasantly surprised by that Daredevil trailer.
Yeah.
30 seconds. I keep saying 30 seconds. I assume it was 30 seconds.
Yes.
What the fuck was it? Like, I'm sorry. Like, you guys gave us that trailer, and the trailer was great. I liked it. I was like, oh, yeah, it looks fun. That was chaotically good.
Yeah.
Like, that was well overwhelming in the best way possible. So many slices of different scenes that I was like, oh shit, boxing? What is he doing there? Like I'm obsessed. I'm eating it. But I mean, The Boys comes first, then Daredevil for sure.
Yeah, I think The Boys I have the highest hopes for, and then I already had high hopes, and this trailer just kind of affirmed those hopes. Whereas, you know, Daredevil Born Again, I'm still kind of feeling like, are they still figuring out things from season 1? I liked the first teaser that came out a month ago, and then this teaser just, whoa, okay. All right. Now, I know it's just 30 seconds. It's just a TikTok edit.
I love it.
But
No,
if,
I love it.
you know, all the episodes have that kind of energy, all you really need, it's kind of almost the Monarch Legacy of Monsters rule. You can have kind of a slow show,
As
but
long
then
as
you
you
have
have
one
monsters.
fucking crazy sequence in it.
Yeah.
And then it reminds us that we're in kind of a higher elevated fantasy sci-fi world. And then Apple pumps so much VFX into these Monarch episodes for just these sequences. It looks better than the Godzilla Kong movies do.
Oh well, yeah, because Apple TV has that money. They're
Apple
like,
has
yeah.
more money than Warner Brothers does.
Yeah.
Well, not now after Paramount
yeah.
just flooded them with cash, but yeah, I do think The Boys has that production quality, and I hope Daredevil Born Again Season 2 has every episode land as hard.
I have nothing in the most respectful way. Season 1 wasn't like horrible by any means. I wasn't like, this is the most disastrous thing. But I genuinely feel, knowing how they're working in that room, nowhere but up.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, I have zero doubts. And maybe that will bite me in the ass. But yeah, those one. But all these trailers were great for me. Genuinely, all of them were great. Perfect. I'm going to watch all of them. It just goes The Boys, Daredevil Born Again. Fuck. I think it's Beef, and then
That's okay.
And then Lanterns, but that Lanterns trailer is like
It's
my
fine.
cup
It's
of
just,
tea.
It's a
'cause I
little
love Taz.
confusing what show they're selling. I'll say that. I'm still gonna watch it.
I love the mystery part. I love the country ass fucking sheriff being like, not today. And it's like, bitch, I'm a lantern. Like, you're a sheriff. I live almost forever. You're gonna die. Like, what are you talking about? You have guns. I got this ring right here. Like, that's so crazy. And I'm so into it. I'm so about it. It makes me actually very happy, excited for like the Themyscira, like Game of Thrones kind of show that they were talking about.
If that show's still happening.
Shut up. I'm gonna assume it is.
We don't know. James Gunn has said it's not been canceled, but a lot of people were saying, well, we haven't heard anything about it.
I'm believing it. Themyscira's Game of Thrones.
Paradise
you guys
Lost
don't
is the name of the
understand.
show.
It's
I'm just happy to see one project other than Superman that was part of James Gunn's initial slate that we're actually now seeing as it was initially pitched.
Yeah.
Because Paradise Lost, what else?
What was the other one? He said a bunch in that video.
The Authority.
The Authority. The Authority's gone though, right?
Batman Brave and the Bold, we've heard nothing with confirmation about.
Isn't The Authority gone? Or is it another one that's gone?
I
thought one of them was...
Waller was pushed,
Waller.
I think.
I forgot about Waller.
A bunch of this stuff, like, he hasn't really moved the ball forward on, but Lanterns is here.
Lanterns is here. Lanterns feels also a little bit, to be fair, easier. Once you got Kyle Chandler and Aaron Pierre, you're like, okay, let's keep casting, and then we can make the show. The Mascara, I'm like, do you guys even know what your Wonder Woman is? Do you even know what you guys are doing? Which kind of storyline you're doing? Is this like, what are we doing here? Like, I don't know. I feel like they're still trying to piece together what Wonder Woman is first.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like Ana Nogueira, who wrote the Supergirl script, is being fast-tracked with a Wonder Woman script next. So if you really love Supergirl, I have a lot of confidence in whatever Wonder Woman will end up being. I'm really excited for all of these shows. And let's talk about what's coming up this week on New Rockstars. So we're going to have 2 episodes of The Road to Doomsday this week. This is going to be our first Tuesday episode of The Road to Doomsday. So Tuesday will be Iron Man 2. Jess and I are going to talk about Iron Man 2. And then on Saturday will be our conversation about Thor.
Oh, yeah.
So those will be really fun. You can get those early by subscribing to the NR Underground Supercast audio feed. Audio versions of those will come early. And there's all kinds of fun benefits. We just put up our January live show on the NR Underground, so you can watch the recording of that. Really fun. We're going to do another live show on April 17th, where we're going to do a live staged reading of Morbius, the 2022 film. That's going to be at the UCB Theater on Friday, April 17th. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Other than that, this week, we're going to see if we get some trailers. Hope we might be covering Pixar's Hoppers.
Aww.
I think we'll end up doing a breakdown of that. No promises, though. And then we're going to have like a proper kind of we did your homework recap primer video for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, because we are getting very close to it. So you can expect that in the next 7 or 8 days as well. You're on the New Rockstars channel. All right, let's end this episode with what we're watching. What have you been watching in the past week?
No more megachurch videos.
You found one that didn't agree with you?
Yeah, I said, oh, this is weird. It involved killing rabbits.
Oh,
no, I'm joking.
I don't like that.
No megachurch video. Oh, I'm listening. Well, it's funny. I'm listening to the audiobook for Britney Spears' memoir, her 2023 book, and it's been very sad and but very, very informative. I'm a big Britney Spears fan, and I did not know every part of her life until now.
Interesting.
It's good though.
Did her recent issue change your feelings on what you're reading?
No, because she talks about like the party lifestyle immediately in her book and how she's like, I just want to get drunk with my friends. And then recently, I'm on chapter 37. And then by the time you guys are reading this, a couple days ago, Britney Spears just got arrested for a DUI here in California. And it's like, damn, girl. Damn, girl. Yeah, and the thing is, I want her to be doing... Yeah, I was rooting for you, girl. And I want you to always squash Justin Timberlake's head into the goddamn pavement.
Well, you heard what I said on Slack. I still blame Justin for this particular incident.
Yeah,
he was somehow
blame him for
culpable for
I
it.
will blame a lot. It sucks because like a lot of her book stems from like how much in love she was with that man. And she was like, I was so in love. We were going to have a family. We lived in a 2-story house. He just kept cheating on me. And I was like, girl. And a lot of the book is a lot of her, because she's young. She started so young. I forgot she talks in the book about how she used to do Christmas parties. She would co-host a Christmas party with Natalie Portman because her and Natalie Portman were in the theater circuit when they were kids in New York. And she was like, yeah, I never said no to anything because that was just not like the Southern way. And I was always very nice to people. And then I realized I could start saying no when I was like 23. And I was like, you're Britney Spears. You could have said no immediately. You could have told people to fuck off. And I just wish she did.
She even said no to Pepsi.
Oh,
but she loves Pepsi.
No, she was in the Pepsi commercial.
She goes, yeah, I love Pepsi. I drink Pepsi. You've seen that meme.
No, what meme?
I'll show you after the show.
Okay.
She goes, I love Pepsi.
She's in the Pepsi commercial.
Yeah, and that's why they were asking, do you actually drink Pepsi?
Oh,
and she goes,
she's
I
like,
love Pepsi.
I love Pepsi.
I love Pepsi.
Well, what? Yeah, what are you gonna do? Lie about it and say, oh no, actually, I fucking hate
And then
Pepsi.
maybe she really did love Pepsi.
But no,
I don't believe anyone actually really loves Pepsi.
You know who does? My fucking mom. It's weird,
Linda.
right? Well, I don't like Coke either. I don't like Coke or Pepsi. I drink Sprite, bitch. Or Diet Dr. Pepper. I love a Diet Dr. Pepper. But my mom, she was like, anytime she's visiting, where she is right now, she's always like, can we stop and get a liter of Pepsi? And I'm like, ew, what is going on with you? Since when? But no, my mom's a Pepsi girl. Gross. What have you been watching?
Well, I'm almost done reading Project Hail Mary.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good. I can't wait for the movie.
I should read it.
A lot of people were asking, why haven't you been doing videos about Project Hail Mary to break down these trailers? It's hard when it's like a book, because if it's a direct adaptation of a book and it's a movie, you kind of like breaking down the trailer of it will just be kind of spoiling the book.
That's
and if
true.
you have read the book, you kind of know what's going to happen. So I breaking down a trailer of that's really hard. Even doing that for House of the Dragon's hard because it's an adaptation of Fire and Blood. But at least there, it's like a section of Fire and Blood spread out over 8 episodes. So you kind of have to guess like what episode will be what and how it will be different. Whereas like Andy Weir, the author of the book, is heavily involved in the production and the script that Drew Goddard wrote and what Lord and Miller directed. So it's going to be a pretty faithful adaptation. So I hadn't read the book and I'm almost done with it. So I didn't even want to look at that hard at all these trailers. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think that movie will be like a huge hit this month when it comes on March 20th.
They're adapting that man's books or stories all the time, aren't they?
Well, they've done it for The Martian. He hasn't written a ton.
Oh, is it just The
but
Martian?
I think if
Martian
you love
and
The
this
Martian,
is big enough, honestly. He got 2 sci-fis.
Yeah, I think because The Martian was as big of a hit as it was, is why Lord and Miller went after this book to adapt. So I've been reading that, and then I've been watching Survivor season 50. Are you watching Survivor?
No, I'm not watching Survivor.
Okay.
I don't even think I have the channel to watch Survivor.
Paramount
anymore.
Plus?
Yeah, I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
I watched it for I think I had Paramount for wrestling for a minute, and I got rid of it. How is my boy?
Who's your boy?
You know who my boy is. Wait, are we not on this season with what's his name anymore? Marvel.
Oh, Nate Moore. So yeah, that was last season. Nate Moore made it. Oh, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it.
Okay,
but yeah, Nate Moore wasn't as exciting to watch, I'll say.
It must not be because you didn't tell me anything.
Oh, okay.
I know about Mike White is jacked as hell.
Mike White got abs. He is fun. It's a wonderful problem to have where you have a season of Survivor where Mike White is just as funny, if not funnier, as he was before. And he's like the 5th funniest thing about the show. There are so many dynamics of people to watch. Like, I have a lot of favorites who are back. There are people who came back this season that I did not even like consider as favorites before that have now, like Christian. Christian is kind of the breakout star. Christian and Rick Devens have like a dynamic.
Are these the 2 boys that are like one's a scientist or something? What
yeah,
are
Christian's good, and Rick Devens was like a news anchor who's full of bits.
I've been seeing people be like,
have you seen like the fake pratfall that Christian did?
No.
There's a whole thing where he did a fake stumble so that another person could hide a fake immunity idol at Tribal. This is the same guy who fell beginning the episode by shitting his pants. Yeah, he shat his pants at the beginning of the episode. Yeah, he did. No, and it's like so iconic.
He actually shit himself?
He did, but people are shitting themselves all the time on Survivor. It's not his fault.
But he did it on purpose.
No,
so
no, he didn't do it on purpose.
Oh, I thought you meant like he did it on
himself
purpose.
was by accident. The later stumble. But you could argue, was shitting himself intentional so that people would just view him as a klutz later? I don't know. The guy's brilliant enough to think that way.
Would you do that?
I would. Yes, every time I've shat myself, I did it on purpose, kids, on the bus. Yeah.
Ooh.
No, I really am enjoying this season.
That's good.
It's been I'm rooting for Suri. Suri she's on my Mount Rushmore of Survivor players, and she is proving herself this season because she was very nearly voted off twice. And she's got this alliance of 2, like, she just has a perfect dynamic going on. And God, I'm riding or dying for Suri. I want her to win so bad. I'm going to be heartbroken.
Is this her first time?
No. She's been on like 5 times.
Okay.
She was on Fans versus Favorites. She was on, I think, Palau before that. She was on Fans versus Favorites and then Heroes versus Villains, I think she was on.
Oh.
She's gotten so close and it's never won.
Damn.
And in fact, she is what's considered the victim of, they call it Advantage Gate. Because there was one season where they just gave too many advantages. The producers overdid it with advantages. And she's the one person to be voted off on a season without having a single vote cast for her. And it's because it was down to the final 6 and everyone else had an advantage that was played for themselves or someone else.
That sucks.
And she just like had no other,
Okay.
she was the only eligible person to have been voted off. And I was furious. I stood up and I yelled at the TV. I'm like, she should sue the show. Because that is bullshit. She was never voted.
Get her on Sneak Peek right
She's
now.
and she's gone on other reality shows and has won them. So arguably she's gotten her redemption. But I want her to win Survivor 50. She deserves to win this season.
That'd be great to win Survivor 50.
But I think everyone knows that about her. So unless she can have a power alliance plus the right combination of advantages, and she's got to win because like no one's going to want to take her to the final.
How do they make a show like Survivor and give out too many advantages? Shouldn't that be like a thing that there's a math that's like, hey, we can only give out 4?
They were experimenting too hard, and fans loved the hidden immunity idols. They love the block a vote. They love all that stuff.
But then the one that no one had a problem with had to go home.
I know. Well, arguably some would say that she was so good of a player that no one would have taken her to the final anyway.
Okay.
So, but I doubt it. I think she would have won that season. I think there was enough bad blood, and that's how you're someone as good as Suri is like you play other people against each other.
Yeah.
You make bigger targets than you kind of play dumb. And she aligned herself with Ozzy, who is another like longtime favorite of mine. And Ozzy is a great physical player. And Ozzy is another person who's always been the bridesmaid, never the bride. He's never won. So if the two of them can go far, I think Ozzy and Suri will want to take each other. And Ozzy, if he can make it past the merge, he has a chance of winning a lot of these individual immunities. And if the two of them can just string along one other person with them, they're going to run the show.
But they need to string along one person, and everyone knows her as the person that is going to probably win the It makes sense. It's not the same. RuPaul's Drag Race, you take out the strongest.
Yeah.
You take out the strongest. You take her out. It will fuck up your career maybe a little bit, maybe give you a little speed bump, but like I would take her out. I can't have it. On the 50th, yeah, they're teeing her up to get it. She's the Leo finally getting her Academy Award.
That's why I think it's going to be, I think Christian and Rick Devens are going to run the show because they have a couple different options of making it through, and I don't think Christian has as big of a target on his back. Also, the people in the Edgic community of Survivor are noticing how much screen time he's getting.
Oh yeah,
and he is. The guy has been the star of these first 2 episodes.
They should also know by now to that shit too, like to recognize how many times, like when you're going through post, probably be like, let's not give it to this person. Yeah. Traders kind of does the same thing, where I'm like, you gave this person too much. So the
Traders has too many housewives on it.
Yeah. Oh, well, duh.
Traders,
they have to go. I don't think the housewives should be on it, period, only because people are always going to, like, they have to have a lot of housewives or no housewives. So I'm like, yeah, just don't invite them on then.
They should do an Oops All Housewives season.
Or an Oops All Housewives episode.
I would be okay with that.
That would be insane.
Like, if you're going to do the reality TV star approach, you need to... Because, like, the issue is if you have more than 4 housewives, they're all going to clump together and pick off, like, other people who are more fun to watch.
Yeah.
Rob Sesternino from Survivor should have made it further. He is amazing TV. And just because he wasn't in the cult of the housewives, he didn't make it far
That's
enough.
why I'm saying you either get none or you get, like, their math is like, you either get a lot or you get none. And I'm like, then give me none. Unless you do a housewives episode. And honestly, that would make for good TV. They all are always constantly stabbing each other in the back anyways. Like, half of them are in prison right now for stabbing each other in the back. Like, please, that would be such a... They should... Oh,
well, truly what they should do is what they did in the first season of the BBC one, which is regular folks. That, to me, was the best season of
I don't know
Traders.
if I want to watch regular people.
It breaks your heart.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know
so
if
sad.
I want to see that.
But that's what I loved about the Traders is, like, it got brutal, it got vicious, and that's was the fun part of the social experiment. When it's just reality TV stars posturing, it's not as fun to me.
I don't know. I'm also a person that I barely watch reality TV because it makes me unnerved. I always get like, when someone does something so heinous on live TV or something, like when they outed out our boy in Survivor. I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Why would we even do that? Why would anyone do that? Like, me having to see that, I was like, nah, I can't watch reality TV because people get this weird about it. Like,
I get it. It can hurt to watch.
That's why, like, Big Brother is really hard for me to watch sometimes. I'm like, this person's genuinely a horrible person. Like, they should not be around anybody in this room.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard. It's hard to watch those shows.
Well, let us know what you're watching in the comments below. Thanks for joining us on this episode of the Sneak Peek. Follow Jessica at Lulu_Clemons. Follow me at EA Voss. And comment down below in general with your thoughts. Special thanks to one of our in our underground members, let's say Marisa Miranda, who supports us at the executive producer level. You can get all of our exclusive bonus benefits by subscribing to nrunderground.supercast.com or clicking on the link in the description. That includes exclusive access to the recording of our live show that we did in January. Maybe future live shows will be posted there. Also, all of our bonus exclusive audio podcasts like Nerd Awakenings, Bonus Time, a lot of other fun stuff you can get exclusively by subscribing to that. Big thanks to Ryan for live switching and editing this episode. Thanks to Josh and Abby for all of the editing services they do. Thanks to you for watching. And thanks to Berg for helping with the research on this one. And we'll see you all next week. Bye, everybody.